Welcome to 3 ways to teach face yoga like a pro for more purpose, results, and opportunities in 2025. And if you don't already know me, I am Danielle Collins, world leading face yoga expert, and I am just super excited to be here with you today. I've got so much I want to share with you. I love doing these masterclasses. They're so fun. They're so interactive, and even though I can't see and hear from you, I can read all of your comments and questions all the way through. So do ask as many as you need to as we go through this lovely masterclass. Now we've got slides here which I will be sending to you, as well as the recording of this. And at the moment I'm on a little screen for those of you watching live, but I will go on a big screen at the end of the slides when we are chatting at the end and going through any questions. And I want to start just by saying a belated Happy New Year to you. Now, 2025 is a big year. I feel it deep in my intuition, and I love reading about and listening about astrology as well. And any of you that know anything about astrology will know that 2025 is one of the biggest years we've ever had in astrology in terms of how things are changing. And one of the big ways that things are changing is we're going to this age of Aquarius now. And I won't start off by going too much into astrology because we're here to talk about face yoga and teacher training today. But it really does signify to us that 2025 is very special because now things are different. This year, there are so many of us looking to live in a very much a different way. And this is what I believe 2025 is about. I believe it's really about listening to your intuition and be guided by that throughout all your decisions in 2025. I believe that 2025 is also about letting go of self-doubt. So all those doubts that we have about ourselves, I really want 2025 to be the year when we just say it's okay to say goodbye to them. It's okay to release them and let them go. I also feel this year is about taking aligned action. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the masterclass, the difference between aligned and unaligned action, but not just taking action, taking aligned action this year. I also really think this year is about believing you can. We have so many reasons why we believe we can't do things. We tell ourselves so many stories. We all have so many past experiences, past traumas, beliefs, people around us that tell us differently, which lead us to believe that we can't do certain things. But I really want 2025, and definitely by the end of this masterclass, for you to step more into that energy of believing you can. I also would love to share today about the importance of stepping into your uniqueness. I think this is so important always, but particularly in 2025. We're definitely in this new paradigm, this new, as I said, the age of Aquarius, where it's not about the power structures and the masculinity and the hard hustle and the keeping everyone small. This is about stepping into our uniqueness, stepping up to who we are, and really just believing that we can be truly ourselves in work, in business, and in life in general. 2025 is also about meeting your goals. So if you've had goals for many years, today I'm going to help you get clearer on some of those goals because I really want you to be able to reach them in 2025. I also want you to know that you are able to live the life you deserve. Really embrace this new paradigm where we are guided by intuition, where we can look after self-care daily, where we can have an abundance of everything, where we can have freedom in choice, where we can have this work where we do self-care, but also heart-centered work. And we're doing everything with love and service. And today we're also talking about something which I call pro energy, which we're going to get into later. And this is about embodying your pro energy. And that is what this masterclass is about, but also what I want 2025 to be about. So give me a yes in the chat if you are with me with this, because I know this is the way I want to live this year. And hopefully this is the way you want to live this year. So pop that yes in the chat, and then we're going to do a super quick activity. And I'm just going to explain this activity. So for the last couple of years, I have been picking an intention word for my year. Now, this is like a word that I embody, and then everything I do that year is based around that word. And I just think in some ways it's better than these sort of quick New Year's resolutions that we set. It's more about a long-term feeling that we're going to have. And just to give you an idea of what my words have been over the last few years, you might have read my Instagram posts on this, but in 2023, my word was joy. In 2024, my word, oh gosh, what was my word in 2024? I know what it was. It was evolution. And my 2025 word is longevity. So this is about really being in the present moment, but also looking after myself for the long term. Now, I would love you just to take a minute or two, and that's all I'm going to give you, because I really want you to just go into your intuition and pick a word for yourself for this year. Now, if you've got a pen and paper or journal with you, write it down in there. But also, if you could share it on the chat, I would love to see it, and I'll read out some of your words. You may have already decided on your word, but I feel like if you've got this word, it's going to help you through this masterclass, help you through 2025. And if you decide to do Face Yoga Teacher Training, it'll help you through that as well. So let me see your words. Let's have a little look. We have got focus, peace, amazing, action, elevate, endeavor, peace, trust me, self-care, kindness, healing, empowerment, achieve, growth, happiness, compassion, heart, opportunity, confidence, action, new beginnings, present, evolution, belief, positivity, transformation, calm, improvement, worth, confidence, meditation, freedom, belief, kindness, worthiness and abundance, new start, organic, love, prosperity, uplift, progression, open, let go, courage, feminine energy, development, personal success, live, adjust, self-discipline, commitment, slow living, enjoy, aligned, love, health, and do what you love. Oh my goodness, guys, these are amazing. And I want you to try and write that down somewhere, because this is so important. It's going to help you through so much of what you do. There's some more coming through, which I'll read out in a minute. But I just want to tell you, for anyone that's a little bit new to Face Yoga or just wants a quick summary of Face Yoga, what it is before we start getting into the depths of the masterclass. So, the Danielle Collins Face Yoga method, which is what I've been teaching now for 20 years. I taught my first class in 2005. Is a natural and holistic way of looking and feeling the best version of yourself. So it's got 5 main aspects to it. And any of you that have read any of my books, done any of my courses, follow me on social media or YouTube, will know all of these aspects are such an important part of what I offer. And they're all equally important. And if you decide to do the Face Yoga Teacher Training course, you will get lots of attention on all of these areas. These 5 are like the magic 5. So there's the facial exercise, strengthening and toning the muscles. There's the facial massage to brighten the skin, so working with circulation, lymphatic drainage, releasing. Facial acupressure, so applying that pressure to certain points in the face and very much diving into those Eastern philosophies. Facial relaxation, so I learn there's certain muscles which need to be relaxed rather than necessarily exercised. And then well-being, the most important one of the 5. I said they're all equally important, but I think well-being is the number one. My approach is very much holistic, and it's very much about all aspects of ourselves. So I just want to tell you a little bit about what Face Yoga does, like a few thing about the benefits before we get into talking about our pro energies. So what can Face Yoga do for you and also for your future clients? If you decide to become a Face Yoga teacher, or if you've already started the Face Yoga Teacher Training, this is what Face Yoga can do. It is a positive and holistic way to lift and tone your face muscles, reduce and prevent lines and wrinkles, help your skin to look healthier and glowing, smooth your skin, reduce tension in your face, improve posture, calm your mind, improve self-gratitude and self-love, and empower you. So that is what it is all about. And the empowerment is such a big part. And when we go into purpose later, I'll talk to you a little bit more about that. And just a little FYI, and I will go through this properly at the end with you. But the Face Yoga Teacher Training course, if you have been thinking about doing it, I am doing a special bonus offer just for this week. I've only ever done this once before. If you buy any of the Face Yoga Teacher Training options between now and next Tuesday, so within the next 6 days, next Wednesday, I am doing a bonus call. So this is a group coaching call via Zoom, but I'll be able to see and hear you. So it'll be much more sort of interactive in terms of face-to-face, which is going to give you loads of help with your teacher training course, loads of tips with your training, even more tips than I'm going to give you today about how to be a great teacher, how to specifically work through your course, how to specifically get clients, how to market yourself, all of that. So it's a bonus coaching call next Wednesday. And like I said, I've only ever done this once before, and I've been teaching this teacher training course for 11 years. And don't forget, the majority of the teacher training is self-study in your own time, at your own pace. So if you do want to do the teacher training course, sometime in the next 6 days to book it is your time. But don't worry, you don't need to start it whenever you want. You can book it today and start it today, or you can book it today and start it in 2 months. It's entirely up to you. There's no time limit when to start it and when to finish it, but try and come on this bonus call next week. I'm just going to quickly look at your other words there, because there are a few that I didn't read out there. We've got presence, progress, freedom. Kelly says the course is great. Thank you. Anna says trust. Oh, Jade's saying I love doing face yoga every day, and she definitely wants to share this with everyone. Deirdre said already signed up, can't wait. Yes, amazing. We've got self-love, self-care, stillness, true essence. Oh, amazing, amazing. Jessica says, do we have a time limit to finish the course, like 12 months? No, you don't. So you can do it as quickly as you like. The absolute minimum you could do this course in is 12 hours. So I've had people that have done it in less than a week. They've done their practical exam, they've done their written exam, they've done all the study in a week. But I've also had people who have taken years and years and years, and that's entirely up to them. I believe more than anything in freedom and flexibility. So even though to get your certification, you have to do a written exam and you have to do a call with your trainer. So either I'll be your trainer or one of our amazing super trainers. And then you have to do a practical assignment on there. Even though you have to do that to get your certification, you can take as long as you like or do the training as quickly as you like. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about how I started face yoga. Now, I'm 99% that 99% of you already know my story, so I'm going to do this very briefly before we get on to the next part. But if you have any other questions about anything whilst I'm talking about this, pop them up and I will go through them in a moment. And then we've got lots of nice activities to do, which I know you're going to love. So 22 years ago, at age 21, I was diagnosed with a chronic illness, an autoimmune illness called ME. And a lot of this time I was bedridden, I was housebound, I was incredibly poorly, and I knew nothing about holistic health, natural health, self-healing. But I was introduced to a few things like very gentle breathing and gentle yoga, and that kickstarted my journey to using holistic techniques to completely heal myself from the inside out. And within sort of 12 to 18 months, I was healthier, I was stronger, and I was much, much better. And I would say I was probably 95% cured from the illness. I think I still had that 5% where I had to be careful, but I really had healed myself with these techniques. And I knew I'd gone through that journey for a reason. I'd done my degree in education, a 3-year degree in education, which has come in very helpful when running a teacher training course with the face yoga. But I always thought that I would teach in schools, and actually going through this after university, this illness meant that actually my path changed direction for the better. I wanted to help others. I took many certifications in holistic health. I started teaching a lot of yoga and meditation, doing one-to-one wellness coaching, and very quickly I knew I needed to create and share face yoga. I had such an interest in the face. My clients wanted something for the face, and 20 years ago there wasn't many options for our face. I really didn't want to stop teaching yoga at the neck. I knew that the 57 muscles in the head and the neck and the face really needed attention too. So this is when I did lots of research. I drew on all my trainings. I did lots of before and afters with my clients and hone the techniques and put together my program. And of course, this has changed and evolved and developed and improved over the years, but the roots of it really are still the same. And 20 years on, I have now taught millions of people around the world. I'm very lucky because I have been a twice best-selling author on TV, in hundreds of press. I have a successful podcast and YouTube channel and over 1 million social media followers. And of course, my Fusion by Danielle Collins skincare line. And we do, of course, our teacher training in face yoga and gua sha. I work with many amazing brands and I have spoken all around the world on stages worldwide. And we have the most wonderful community of thousands of teachers of the Danielle Collins face yoga method in what I believe now is 73 different countries, which is just amazing. I absolutely love the fact that so many people have taken face yoga teacher training and now made this their career, whether it be their full-time career, their part-time career. They've integrated it into other things that they do. It's just amazing. So if you are here, I am guessing that you probably tick one of these boxes in one of these categories. Now, if you've come to my masterclasses before, you might have recognized this little tick list. I often share this, but this is really you if you want to become a face yoga teacher. I would imagine you either tick one of the top section there or the bottom section. So let me go through this and pop a yes in the comments if you resonate with any of these things, if you are any of these things. So maybe you're a yoga teacher, Pilates teacher, Reiki healer, coach, maybe you're a personal trainer, a gua sha teacher, a beauty therapist, a holistic therapist. Maybe you're a nutritionist, a spiritual coach, a teacher, a healer, or maybe you aren't in any of these industries, but you love wellness, you have a desire to help others, you're great with people, you love natural beauty, you have a passion for wellness, maybe you enjoy holistic pursuits, or maybe you just want to include more wellness in your career or job. Tell me in the comments if any of those things in either of the categories sounds like you. And I will also answer a few questions here too. Oh, so nice to see that so many of you are on here saying that you're working through the course, you're enjoying it. Kerry saying, I took a few weeks to complete the course, loved it, and the workbook is a great tool. I still look at my workbook now 2 years on. Kerry, that's such a lovely testimonial. Thank you. Lena did the course a few years ago. Jade says she wants to do the gua sha course as well, but one at a time. So Jade, what you can do is you can book the face yoga and gua sha together, and you can take your time in terms of the order you want to do it, or you could do one and the other, or you could look a little bit at both. It's up to you how you do it. So let me see here what you are, who you are, and who you resonate with. So we got Margaret, who's meditation teacher and Reiki, Naomi, yoga and Pilates. We've got yoga teacher, Reiki healer. Kelly says she's got no background in holistic healing, but that is great, Kelly, because I bet you are one of the things on the bottom category there instead. We've got fitness instructors, yoga teachers, got lots of people saying that they aren't any of the top things already, but they are the bottom things, which is amazing. We've got a hypnotist, yoga teacher, skincare specialist, Reiki, breathwork, meditation, esthetician, yoga teacher, sound healer. Exactly. Love wellness. Exactly this. So yoga instructor, seasoned yoga instructor, coach, Pilates, esthetician. Oh, lovely. I'm a teacher, but love to help people. Mallory says, I have a passion for wellness. Exactly. This is all you need. You need to have that passion for helping people, for wellness, for holistic pursuits, any of those things, and you're going to be fantastic as a face yoga teacher. We've got a skincare specialist, nutrition degree, breathwork coach, clinical hypnotherapist, yoga and Pilates teacher. Yes, we've got people on here wanting to help people on the well-being. We've got Chetna saying that. Lovely. Sylvia loves wellness. Deirdre says women's circles, global belly dance, personal coach. Sandy says she loves wellness, natural well-being. Amazing. We've got facialist, Ali, Reiki master, beauty therapist. Sylvie said just an interested person. I think that's absolutely perfect. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous here. Oh, amazing, amazing. Oh, do you know, this is just gorgeous. I'm not going to read every single one out because you will just hear me go, I'm reading them. Good job. I am a super fast reader. Guys, this is amazing. Oh my goodness me. You lot are just made for being face yoga teachers for sure. I can see there you've either got so much experience in health or beauty or wellness or a massive passion for it. And that's what it takes to, well, to love face yoga, but also to love being a face yoga teacher as well. And if you do decide to teach face yoga, these are a couple of ways you can do it. You can either add face yoga to your current business and offering. So those of you who've already said that you're in the industry in some way, you can take the face yoga teacher training course and integrate it into what you do. There's lots of ways you can do that. And we have lots of teachers that do that. You could teach face yoga as a side hustle. So maybe you've got a job that's not in this sort of industry at all, but you think, actually, I'd like to do face yoga. Maybe I'd like to teach a class at weekends, or maybe I'd like to see one-on-one clients sometimes, or maybe I like to teach workshops now and again. Or you might want to start a brand new career completely in face yoga. And we've had lots of people do that as well, have a complete career change, or even make face yoga their first career. Maybe they haven't had a career before. Or you can just take the teacher training course to deepen your own knowledge. Maybe you don't know what you want to do with it yet. I try and do a new training course every year myself, just from a personal point of view. So for example, I've done Reiki 1 and 2, I've done sound healing, recently I've done human design. Like each year I try and take another training, and I don't always know how I'm going to use it, but it's so interesting how it always weaves into what I do. So even if you think, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use the face yoga teacher training yet, it's so nice to do that training if you feel drawn to it. I always think if I'm intuitively drawn to something, and then the ideas will come to me. And example would be when I trained in the alchemy crystal bowl sound healing, I started to do the sound healing at the end of my face yoga workshops, for example. Excuse me. So you can really start to think, okay, the ideas will come to me in time. And all you need is to get your accredited certification by studying online. The teacher training is your own time, your own pace, and you don't need any prior experience. I'm just looking at your lovely comments here. Guys, it's just amazing to see all the things that you do. Kelly says she's starting a brand new business and she's doing the training at the moment. Already had 6 ladies sign up for a free challenge to give me practice testimonials and spread the word. This is absolutely amazing. Oh, Stefania says, I'm not in the industry at all, but I love to teach and do face yoga and already taken the certification. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I'm just going to quickly show you this. I'm going to show you more at the end, but if you do decide to do face yoga teacher training, it's all done as an online course. So it'll look like this. We use Kajabi, which is amazing. And you will get all these lovely sections and lessons. And within these sections, you have got lots of things. You've got videos, you've got a workbook, you've got step-by-step pictures, and it's there for you to go in and out of whenever you like and however often you like as well. And also, if you've ever done any other course with me, or you're thinking of doing another course, so maybe you've done like my little 7-day course, the one that's £21, or you've done my over 40 course. Again, that's a really short little £21 course. Or maybe you've done like the gua sha teacher training. You can have all your courses on a library in this back-end platform, which is just so helpful. Okay, so let's start at looking at the 3 focuses of today. We have got 3 things we're going to delve into a little bit deeper. We're going to be looking at P for purpose, R for results, and O for opportunities. And this stands for pro, which of course is short for professional, which is what you will be when you do your face yoga teacher training. And today is really about embodying that inner pro energy. And I'm just going to tell you how you could do this, and then we're going to get into the specifics of it. And I've got some lovely activities for you to do. So the first thing to do to get your inner pro energy is, of course, take your face yoga teacher training course so you're equipped with your knowledge, so you know how to teach face yoga, you've fully been trained in it. Then I want you to believe you are a pro. Now, this is a big part of it, and I know So many of us have those doubts and don't believe that we are a pro, but it takes some simple mindset shifts. We'll do a few today. And if you come next week onto the group introductory call for the teacher training, which is open to everyone that books the course in the next 6 days or anybody that's taken the teacher training before, come along to that and I'm going to help you with some mindset shifts there. You also want to focus on making a plan. So setting goals is so important. We'll do a little bit of that today as well. Then taking aligned steps to meet your goal. And again, we're going to talk about those aligned steps rather than just steps later. And then this is the biggest thing about embodying pro energy. Teach from a heart-centered place, which is true to who you are. And that, to me, is what pro energy is all about. So let's start with the P in pro, which is P for purpose. So I'm going to tell you first of all about the face yoga purpose, and then we'll get a bit deeper into your own personal purpose. So face yoga is not about hating our wrinkles. It's not about fighting against aging, and it's definitely not about criticizing our face. I really believe that every year we age is such a privilege, and really it's a privilege that many don't have. And I really feel we should celebrate each year. Often the beauty industry and the skincare industry tells us different, but aging is a privilege. And face yoga is really about empowering ourselves by really learning how to use our own hands to lift our face, smooth our face, energize our face and relax our face naturally. And it's really about loving aging. So saying, I'm proud that I'm getting older every day, because we all are, but also loving that we have the power. We have the power in our own hands to look and feel healthy, glowing and radiant for the age that we are. And it's a really holistic approach. So everything you do, as I mentioned earlier, when you do the teacher training course, is not only for your face, but it's for your mind, body and soul as well. And it's really about feeling good on the inside and on the outside, and using natural techniques to feel the best version of ourselves. So they really are very nurturing and wholesome, these techniques. And when you do the face yoga teacher training course, you'll find that this is a philosophy that runs through every part of the course. So every video you watch with me, every tip I give you about how to teach these effectively, every bit of anatomy I tell you about the face, every bit of science I tell you, every well-being technique that's in there, this is the philosophy that runs through the course. And I really hope also this is the purpose that you bring into your teaching too. So let me know if in the chat if this resonates with you. Just give me a yes and let me know, because this is truly what I believe and what runs through everything I do. And whilst you do that, I want you to have a little inquiry with yourself, and I'd love you to write this down in your journal. And if you'd like to share it as well with everyone, you can do on the chat. And I want you to go into your intuition, even if you need to close your eyes for a moment and take a breath and put your hands on your heart center, and just ask yourself, why do you feel drawn to face yoga, both personally and professionally? What is it, maybe of what I've already told you there, that resonates with you personally and professionally? And again, you can share it in the chat or you can write it down. Just get super clear on what of that face yoga purpose resonates with you. So I'll give you a minute to do that. And then I will have a little look at your comments. Oh, I'm just loving reading what you're saying here, guys. Keep popping them in here. we've got here, oh, amazing. Embodying your purpose. Truly what I believe too. Just turned 62 today. My mindset was not liking aging, but you've put it in a different perspective. It is a privilege. It absolutely is. Oh, happy birthday. If you say you turned 62, Sylvie. Oh, it says a beautiful tool, mind, body, and soul. Mary says, I love you've redefined aging. It's something I love embodying in my day. Revolution, liberating. Stefania says aging with confidence. Maria says helping us to feel the best version of ourselves. Elena says it's calming, makes you feel great and happy. I'd love others to feel like this too. Sylvie says loving your skin, embracing you. Megumi says make myself and clients proud and love themselves. Kerry says to help myself and others love the skin that they're in. We've got to feel my best authentic self and help others feel the same. Helen says promoting self-confidence and self-love. Sarah says to feel good and happy. Beatrice says that I love to help and share experience. That's beautiful. Kelly says, for me, it started wanting to look better, hating my wrinkles. But as I got into face yoga, it made me feel so good inside and out. And now I want to help others, especially mature skin, to feel and look better. Thank you so much, Kelly, for that honesty. That is the way that so many people start face yoga and then end face yoga or complete face yoga or be on the journey of exactly that mindset shift you've just talked about. So that's just so lovely to hear that. Amelia says face yoga for me is part of a process of loving yourself and taking care. Women sometimes forget to take time for it. It's so true. Lenka says stay confident, inspire others to feel confident too. Rachel says a natural approach from the heart, giving to others. Suzanne says natural benefits. Oh my goodness, I love these. I'm going to look through the rest. Yes, I'm so aligned with all of this. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Honestly, it means so much for you to share on here because I really think it helps other people to feel really inspired as well. And that's going to slightly help, in fact, help a lot with what we're now going to be talking about is getting clear on your personal purpose. So, your personal purpose is about knowing your goals, your passion, and your purpose. And this really can be the difference between being a good face yoga teacher and an exceptional face yoga teacher with pro energy. So these are the 3 steps that are going to help you with your personal purpose. Step 1, having a clear goal on what you want to achieve. So I'm going to give you about a minute now, and I want you to write down either on the group chat or on your journal, or both if you can, what is your main 2025 goal with face yoga? So that can be in terms of helping other people, or it can be personally if you like, or it can be both. So when you think about face yoga, or when you think about becoming a face yoga teacher or teacher training, what would you say your number 1 goal is? So either write it in the chat, write it down in your piece of paper or your journal, and we will connect again in about 1 minute. Lovely. So if you need a bit more time, do that. I'm going to read out just a few of the goals, but keep putting them up there because I'm reading them as we go through, but I'll just read a few out to share with other people. Kelly says to start and really grow my business. Rasuta says to shine and let the glow be shared with everyone. Silk says have a problem with pigmentation, would really love to. And I can't see the rest of that there. Robin says, teach workshops, manageable pieces for people to incorporate into daily lives. Amazing. To start business with face yoga, spreading face yoga benefits. Yes, the session will be recorded. Nina says, myself. Sarah says, develop a consistent self-care practice and share this with others. Jessica says, integrating face yoga into my facial practice and teaching others during wellness workshops. That's beautiful, Jessica. Spot on. Suzanne says, self-care and teaching others. Chetna says, a side hustle for now and then a full-time passion of business after retirement. I want to be able to work from anywhere in the world with a global audience in an area that leads to better health and wellness. Just perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. Sandy says freedom. Yes, I hear you, Sandy. That is big for me too. Holistic meditation center. Yes, Margaret, amazing. Confidence yourself and others. Amazing. This is so great. Suzanne says complete course and go from there. Lenka says consistency. Sylvie says getting positive energy, because without a good vibe, we will not be energized. Exactly that. Guys, these are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Sonia says, I think face yoga being good for mind and body. It's win-win. It is win-win. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Deirdre. I can see all your other comments that are coming up there. Okay, let's talk about step 2 of your personal purpose. So this is about knowing your passion and what truly lights you up. So I want you to have a think at the moment about either your current work or previous work that you've done, and think about what lights you up, what ignites your passion, what feels expansive. Is there one thing that really feels exciting? So let me give you some examples. I love teaching and connecting with people. I also love creating content that's going to help people make a difference in their lives. I also like helping people to feel good with their wellness. I also love helping people have a career that is full of freedom, because I really believe that particularly us as women should have careers which is full of freedom and wellness and abundance. So tell me what one thing really lights you up, ignites your passion and feels expansive. You can pop it in the chat, pop it in your journal as well, because it's nice for you to go back to this as well. Lovely. You've got passing on knowledge and helping people, being in nature and connecting with it. Love to work with the body, helping people, love teaching, being free. Sandy says, love people, love helping people, deep dive into their mind. Oh, satisfaction and smiles. That's lovely, Rosita. That's lovely. Supporting others develop their progress, providing information, Kelly says. Kimberly saying service to others. Wendy saying connection. Jade's helping people feel good. Lexi's creativity. Maria's saying feeling great. Jean's saying help people feel loved. Oh, this is beautiful. My goodness. You guys, if you're not already, are just going to be the best face yoga teachers. I feel like this is the energy we want to bring to the world. We just, especially in 2025, like I said, I really think we're in a new paradigm. We're in the age of Aquarius now. Things are different. And it's really not only women, but I think a lot women that are going to really lead the way by listening to their intuition, teaching in a heart-centered way and really making a difference to the world. And we're going to be the people that really make that shift. And I can really see that in all of you guys. So thank you so much for sharing all this. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm reading every single one of them. Okay, so now you've got clear on what lights you up. I want you to have a think about your why. What is your deep reason or your why for wanting to teach face yoga? If you go down to a very deep level, why do you actually want to do this? What is the biggest drive? Now, this can be something about other people. So it can be like helping people, making a difference, or it can be about you. So it can be like you want more flexibility in your life. You want to be your own boss. So there's lots of things it could be. What is your deep reason or why? Because you will really be a fantastic pro face yoga teacher when you know your why, because that will then weave into everything you do. So I'll just give you a minute to either write in the chat or write in your journal or both. What is your why for wanting to teach face yoga? Again, just beautiful answers here. I love Beatrice says it makes me so happy. That's so nice. Margaret says passing on the knowledge to help others. Kelly says connecting people. Jade says the difference it's made for me and something I know will help others. Chetna says it gives me a niche more than just yoga. Yeah, exactly. Mary says it's transformative to experience, and more people, especially women, should be empowered by knowing it. Yes, we are all about empowering women. This is about helping us to feel good and going against all of that old paradigm way of thinking that getting older is a bad thing and our skin should look a certain way, or we should always resort to surgery or injectables. And by the way, I'm not against any of that. I haven't chosen to do any of that myself, but we are often fed that that is the only way of doing things. And it's so lovely that we are all on that energy, that there is other ways, there is other options, or people can do both. Absolutely. Aina says to be in a state of beauty. Elena says I want to be my own boss and do things I love for a living. Kimberly says independent. Oh, this is so nice. I'm reading all of these as I scroll through. This is like the most positive group ever. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Okay, so let's look now at results, and keep popping things up in the chat if you would like to, because I am reading them when we take our little breaks throughout. So we've done the P in pro. We're now going to do the R in pro, which is R for results. So the best way to get results from your training course is what we're going to start off by delving into. Now, if you join me next Wednesday, if you book the teacher training course between now and Tuesday next week, so sometime the next 6 days, you get this amazing interactive call with me where I'm going to go through way more than this about the training course. And like I said, this is only the second time in 11 years of doing this teacher training course that I've ever offered a live group training like this, which is going to be about an hour and a half. It'll be next Wednesday, where I tell you everything you need to know about your teacher training course. But I'm going to tell you a few of the things now because I think it's going to really help some of you that are already doing the training, some of you are already a face yoga teacher, but definitely anyone that's going to start the teacher training. So I definitely recommend, to get best results for yourself, do some daily personal practice. Now, being a face yoga teacher is not about looking perfect or being perfect by any means, but I do recommend some daily personal practice. And that's not about changing your face or your skin, but it's about familiarizing yourself with the techniques. So there's so much part of you and so much part of your life that when you teach them, it feels like second nature. So with the teacher training course, as I said, you have loads of great videos all the way through, and you can dip into each individual technique. You also get loads of tips about how to actually teach that technique. So very different from any of my sort of personal courses, what I call, which is just shows you how to do them. This is about how you can actually teach them. You can also study in a format that suits your learning style, and I'll show you some examples of that in a minute. I also say revisit the training materials a few times. So even though you could complete this course in 12 hours, should you want to, I would say maybe take a little bit longer with it and really just go back through everything to make sure you're super confident in everything. And when you are studying the teacher training course, when you're reading the manual, when you're looking at the photos of techniques, when you're reading about the anatomy of the face, whatever it might be mindful, relaxed, and make it joyful and fun. So I want you just to journal down now, and you can put it in the group chat as well. When you visualize yourself training in face yoga, and if you're already a training in face yoga, you already know the answer to this, but when you visualize yourself training in face yoga, if you haven't started it yet, what feels joyful for you? What feels exciting and happy? What gives you that feeling in your body of joy? And you may want to write it down either on the chat or just in your journal. I'll just give you a minute to do that. Jade says she's just booked her course. Yay, Jade. I'm so excited about this and the group training. Yes, I'm excited for you as well. Robin, the live is 6 p.m. GMT next week. So exactly the same time as this, but you'll also get a full recording of it. So don't worry if you can't come to it live, you still get that bonus if you book the teacher training in the next 6 days. And like I said, I'm not sure when I'm going to offer this again. So if you've ever thought about teacher training, this week will be definitely the time to get it. Yes, it will be recorded, Sarah. Don't worry. Yes, it will be recorded next week. So the recording is for you as well. So some of the things that feel joyful for you. Chetna says, see people love themselves. We've got peace, calm and breathing. Rizuta says, the blood flow after doing face yoga is amazing and I'd like to continue. That's so lovely. Oh, Kelly says, after I went through the training, I went through all your blog posts and added other exercises. This is amazing. There are lots of great things in there. This is so cool. Silk says, being relaxed and awake at the same time. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Sandy says, seeing the sparkle when, sorry, that's just gone there. Seeing the sparkle when they figure out that it's working. Yeah, exactly. Megumi says, making a difference, feeling good. Jade says, I agree with Margaret. Absolutely. I think bringing out a person's natural beauty is so important to their well-being. Beatrice says to do something of purpose, holistic, and make people happy. Lenka says, I feel like a queen. I love that, Lenka. That's just so amazing. Robin says, helping others to help themselves. This is gorgeous. Jade says, do about 56 minutes of face yoga a day. Amazing. Naomi says, a holistic approach to beauty that uses your hands. Yes. To do something for my face with the knowledge of how it works. Yes, 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 yes. These are amazing. Okay, I'm going to tell you also, let's go even deeper into results. So when you do the teacher training, you want to get the best results from your teaching and for your clients. So I'm going to give you a couple of top tips about that. So as I said, next Wednesday we'll go in deeper to this, and also I'll be able to see you on camera as well and speak to you. So if you want to actually chat, you can do that next Wednesday on the call. So to get the best results from your teaching, you want to be clear on your ideal week and year. And the reason I say this is because so often we think we should do things because we see other people doing them, or we think other people expect us to do them, or we think that's the way a face yoga teacher should be, or the way a business should be. But we're in a new paradigm. It doesn't have to be the way it used to be. It doesn't have to be 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. It doesn't have to be hard hustle. It can be whatever hours you like, however many clients you like, doing whatever format you like. This is what the new paradigm is about. This is what 2025 is about. So the clearer you are on the way you want to work this year, the easier your teaching will be, because you'll be saying yes to the right things and no to the things that aren't right for you. Next week on the call as well, I'm going to help you also get clear on who your soulmate client is. And we'll talk a little bit about marketing as well, because I really believe we don't have to be everything to everybody. We should really connect with the right people for us that match our energy, and they're going to help our teaching feel fantastic and transformative for us and for them. I also believe, and I know this sounds cliche, but truly be yourself. And again, I really think the 2025 energy is about this. Often people will say, well, other people are doing that, or how do I go against the competition? And I don't believe that there is any competition, because I think when you are truly yourself, there is nobody else like you. There is no competition at all. It is just you being you, and the right clients who connect with you and your energy coming to you. I also believe whenever you teach, so whether it be a 1-minute Instagram post or whether it be a 2-hour face yoga workshop, always ask yourself, how can I add value and how can I be of service? And when you come to it with an energy that you're going to try and add amazing value to people's lives, and you're going to be of service from a heart-centered place, you will always be a successful teacher. But equally with that, you need to have boundaries. So if, like me, you are an empath, you're a recovering people pleaser, and you like to really help people, it can often be difficult to have boundaries. But something I've learned over the years is if you want to be successful in business and teaching, then having clear boundaries about what you will do and what you won't do, and what you will offer your clients and what you won't, and how they can contact you and how often they can speak to you and how long they can stay after class or session, and all of that is really healthy for them and for you. And actually, we often think that people aren't going to like when we have boundaries, but I have found every single time I have had a clear boundary, people have respected that and they've been inspired by it. So we'll talk more about that next week, but I just want to give that to you for a little bit of food for thought today. And I'd love you now to write down in your journal or on the chat or on a piece of paper, if I could wave a magic wand for you now, I'd love you to write down what would your ideal face yoga week look like. So how many clients would you see? Maybe how much money would you be making? Or how many hours would you work? Or would you work mornings or evenings? Or would you work 1 day a week? Or would you work 5 days a week? Wave that magic wand, let yourself dream as big as you can dream, write it down, because when we write things down, particularly at the beginning of the year, it's one of the best ways to manifest. We'll talk more about manifesting on the group call next Wednesday as well, because I think that's going to be really helpful for you. We'll talk a little bit more about how to actually bring what we want in fruition. But today, if I could wave a magic wand, what would your ideal face yoga week look like? So just write that down. Nico, yes, old teachers can come as well to the group call next week, and that's highly encouraged. So please do come along. And when I say old teachers, by the way, I'm not talking age. I'm talking about people that graduated years ago. Nico graduated in 2021. Okay, I'm going to have a little look. Oh, a lot of people here saying about boundaries, really on board with the boundaries. Yeah, amazing. Sakina says, morning, 6 days, 1 hour a day, give online classes, 250 clients at the beginning. Amazing. Helen says, weekly workshops, support clients in between facial treatments. Yeah, great idea, Helen. Elena says, work mornings with groups of students. Just beautiful. Once a week. Yes. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I want to be busy with face yoga and work except for Sundays, which I've now dedicated as my spa day. Love that. Amazing. 2 days a week to face yoga and keep Reiki teaching. This is perfect. My gosh, these magic wands are going to be moved about and put on you, and the magic is going to happen. Mary says 4 group classes, 4 private sessions, and $1,000 a week. Amazing. This is so cool. No, it's not crazy, Mary. This is magic wand time. Oh my goodness. Magic wand time. It really, really is. I want you to write down what you want, dream as big as you can dream, and then we will reverse engineer that and work on the steps to get there. Because what we tend to do is we tend to make ourselves small, and we tend to think, oh, no, we can't do that. We're not allowed to dream big. Yes, we can. I really believe 2025 is about that. This is just amazing. Guys, I'm reading those things that you're writing down there, and I'm just going to go on to the next little section here about the best way to get results from your clients. So I'm going to go through this quickly for you, but as I said, more next week, next Wednesday. So I want you to get the best results for your clients, because let's face it, when they get good results, they are going to look better, feel better, they're going to continue to be repeat clients, they're going to tell their friends about it, and everyone wins. So one of the best things you can do is start to get clear on their goals, needs, and health. So in the Face Yoga Teacher Training course, you will know how to do an initial consultation form. And this is about understanding exactly what your client wants and then tailoring the session around that. Also, you can give them the option, and this is truly optional, to do before and after photos. It's a great way for them to look at progress. I always recommend using a mirror. If you have the facilities where you teach, amazing, or where you're going to teach, amazing. If you don't, do not worry. You just ask them when they're doing their homework to use a mirror at home. Always include well-being techniques in your face yoga sessions and mindful check-ins. So get them to breathe deeply, get them to tune into how their face is feeling. Where was the tension at the beginning? How is that tension dissipated now? Get them to notice what muscles are being worked as they do the techniques. When they mindfully check in, they're going to understand the benefits and they're going to feel the results as well. So this is so important. And in every session you teach, whether it's an add-on to something else you offer, whether it's a one-to-one, whether it's a class, whether it's a workshop, think about the experience that you're giving people. It's really experience where not only they're getting education and then they're understanding techniques that they can do in the class and outside the class, but they also leave that class feeling a certain way. And let's hope they leave the class feeling relaxed, yet energized. Let's hope they leave the class feeling mindful, inspired. Maybe they leave feeling a sense of community. Maybe they leave feeling a sense of peace. Whatever it might be, that is an experience. So that's something to bear in mind when you are setting up your sessions with people. Now, I'd love you to write down now in the chat or on your piece of paper or both, how would you like your future clients to feel when they finish your class? How would you like them to feel? What is the philosophy, the feeling, the experience you want to bring to them? Maybe one word or 2 words, just write those down. How would you want them to feel? And I can give you one example. After today's session, which I know we're not actually teaching Facio, but we're talking about, I hope you feel inspired and I hope you feel motivated. Let's have a little look at your words you're putting up here. Energized, beautiful, healthy, happy, connected, amazing, peace, grounded, tranquil, confident, empowered, calm, collected, healthy, beautiful inside and out, amazing, satisfied, happy, joyful, gratitude, calm, love themselves. Yes. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Gorgeous. And Marie, my lovely Marie on my team, is answering some of your questions about Zoom links and where the Zoom link is. And yes, if you are already a teacher, you will have the Zoom link in the welcome email. Or if you're an older teacher or you graduated a while ago, just ask us for the Zoom link. We'll also send it through on the teacher's newsletter to you. And anyone that's about to book the teacher training anytime between now and Wednesday, you'll get a welcome email. And within that, you'll get the Zoom link for next Wednesday. Let's look at some other words here. Glowing, confident, hope. Amazing. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Suzanne, how do you book? So Marie's going to put up the link for you now of how to book the teacher training. I will also send you an email after this call showing you how to book the teacher training. So don't worry. Right. Okay, let's go on. Oh, I promise you I showed you the learning style. Do you remember we talked about to get the best results from your training, try and learn in the way that suits you best? On the course, so these are some screenshots from the teacher training course, there's videos, so you can see an example here of the 10-minute upper face workout, and there are individual videos of all these. So if you learn really well by watching videos, you have got videos, not only how to do the techniques, but how to teach them as well. You also have texts, for example, here's step by step about how to do an exercise, and then you've got top tips of exactly how to teach it to a client, safety advice, what skin types this is good for, and also you've got clear pictures of all of the techniques as well. So that's a little example there of the back end of your teacher training course. I'll show you a bit more of that later. So let's talk about the O in pro, so the final part of the pro, which is opportunity. So as many of you know, I have taught face yoga for 20 years and I literally started with no money. I had just recovered from a very chronic illness. I had no contacts. I didn't know anybody. There wasn't any social media. I didn't have a website. I didn't even have an email address and no experience. But I have had so many wonderful opportunities. And when I think about how those opportunities came, I really think it's two things. And as I was putting together the notes for this, I really, again, just went into my intuition and thought, well, why these opportunities come? And I believe it's because one, mindset, and two, aligned action. So not just taking action, not just doing things, but doing it aligned. So let me take you through what I mean by this. So mindset, this is big, 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 big. If you're going to be successful with any career, whether it's your current business or career, whether it's face yoga, mindset is key. And I'm going to give you 3 little activities here to help you get clear on your mindset and help you become a fantastic pro face yoga teacher. Step number 1, I want you to start to get clear on your 3 personal values. When you know these 3 personal values, and I'll tell you what mine are in a moment, every opportunity that you come across or that you're reaching out to, just run your opportunity through those. So ask yourself, is this in line with my 3 personal values? It makes the yeses much bigger yeses. It makes the no's much easier no's. And when you're reaching out to people or telling people about what you do or advertising what you do, you can say, is this in line with my 3 personal values? Now, of course, my big value is about really helping people with their wellness, but my personal 3 values are freedom. So I always check with every opportunity, does this give me freedom? Freedom to work with who I want, when I want, where I want. Is this going to help me in my wellness? My second value is wellness. So is this going to keep me feeling healthy, happy, and help me with my self-care? My third value is abundance, and abundance is not just financial, it's abundance of everything. So does this opportunity help me to feel an abundance of love, of joy, of peace, of money, of everything? So what I want you to do now is take a moment and have a think what your 3 personal values are, because when you then do your teacher training course and become a face yoga teacher or integrate it into anything else you offer at the moment, when you're clear on your values, it will help everything. So I'll give you a minute or two. You can pop them in the chat or write them down. What are your 3 personal values? I am reading your messages, guys. I'm going to get back to some of those questions in a moment. You just write down your personal values. I'll give you a moment to do that. So nice to see so many of you want to book the teacher training. Lovely, lovely. Dagmar, yes, the webinar next week is available to those who already bought the training. So yeah, even if you took the teacher training 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you can still come. Yes, good question. So it says iPad 2, so I can't see who's asking this question, but if you took the teacher training course quite a few years ago, then all the videos were on a private YouTube. Obviously, they weren't open to the public. They're only open to people who bought the course. And yes, the videos in the current course are the same as that, but they have been refilmed with extra tips, better quality. So if you haven't already got a login for the new teacher training course, even if you bought the course many years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, just email through to info@faceyogaexpert.com. That's Louise on my team, and she'll give you access to all this updated teacher training. Margaret says, my values are when your cup is full, everything else is superfluous. Amazing. Create, explore, connect, freedom, wellness, abundance too. Yes, Lisa, amazing. And Kelly says align with the values, abundance, freedom, loving life, sharing, contributing, empowering, balance, freedom, wellness, freedom, enjoyment, abundance, authenticity, well-being, caring, authentic joy, freedom, wellness, independence. Amazing. Align with your values, also joy and well-being, freedom, wellness, abundance, kindness, integrity, sharing. Yes, self-care, self-respect, mind mastery. Love that, Eva. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, right. Let's do number two. Number two is knowing you are deserving, worthy, and enough. And when I think again about opportunities that have come to me or opportunities I've reached out to people about over the years, a lot of it has come from actually believing I'm deserving, worthy, and enough. And I want to give you a little affirmation that's going to help you here. So I want you to just take a moment, close your eyes, and just place your hands onto your heart center here. And I want you to repeat to yourself, either out loud or in your mind now, this affirmation 3 times. And the affirmation is, I am deserving, worthy, and enough. Okay, I want you to stay in that energy now. And I want you to think about open energy. Now, when we come in with open energy into whatever we do in life, you will be amazed how many opportunities will come to you. I have walked into situations and rooms and had what I call closed energies. I've not wanted to speak to anyone, not wanted people to speak to me. But other times I've gone through my day or my week, even if it's things to do with nothing to do with face yoga or business, and had an open energy, which is magnetic and it's expansive and it's abundant. And I'm smiling at people and being truly myself. And that's when opportunities have come, which I never expected. So I want you to just take 1 minute now. I want you to close your eyes again. Again, place your hands onto heart center and just take a breath. And I want you to visualize yourself just for about 30 seconds or a minute now. Visualize yourself walking through your day tomorrow with magnetic, open, expansive, and abundant energy. And that, as you open your eyes, is what I want for you for the whole of 2025. And the second thing I really believe has brought me lots of opportunities with my face yoga teaching is taking aligned action. So I'm just going to briefly talk you through this. We've got about 20 minutes left of the masterclass and still lots I've got to talk to you about. So let me talk to you about aligned action because I think it's so important. And I will go more into this again next Wednesday when we do the group call. But there are 3 easy ways to use aligned action to create this year, 2025, which is full of opportunities and brings you abundance in all forms. So every action you take, so when it's going through your teacher training course, when it is marketing yourself, telling new or existing clients what you do, when it is growing your business, your brand, whatever it is, there's a big difference between aligned action and unaligned action. Unaligned action often has either no results or has short-term results that doesn't feel sustainable. Aligned action is really great because it'll bring long-term results for you and long-term opportunities. So let me explain the difference. Aligned action feels peaceful, grounded, expansive, and joyful. Now, it can be nerve-wracking or scary, but generally it feels like your body's opening with love and joy and expansion. So when an opportunity comes to you or you're going towards an opportunity, if it feels like that in your body, use your body as a gauge on what feels right, not your head, then it's aligned. It's right for you. It's going to bring you an abundance of money, an abundance of opportunities, an abundance of connection, an abundance of fun, an abundance of joy, all of that. Unaligned action. So this is something you're doing because you think that's what you should do, or someone else has told you that, or you saw someone on social media that was doing it and you thought that's the way it should be done. In your body, this feels constricted, overwhelming, stressful, unmotivated, low energy. And you know that feeling where you're doing something and you feel filled with dread. So maybe you've got something booked and you think, oh my goodness, I really don't want to do this. That is because you've taken unaligned action. So use your body as a gauge massively. Check in with your body all the way through 2025. Does this feel expansive? Does this feel aligned? Or does this feel constrictive and unaligned? And if it's not a heck yes, it is a no. And sometimes we have to say okays or yeses to certain things in life. Let's face it, we don't always have the luxury of being able to say yes to every single thing. But generally, if an opportunity comes your way and you're umming and ahhing about it, check in with your intuition and say, is this heck yes? And if it is, do it. If it isn't, then it is definitely a no. So let's do a quick activity here. And you can write in the chat here, what one step or aligned action can you take this week which feels truly right in your body and is a heck yes? So is there a step or aligned action in your life? It might be to do with face yoga, it might not be, it might be to do with training, it might not be. But I want you to think about this week. What step and aligned action can you take this week which feels like it's a yes and feels right in your body? Just write that down for a moment and listen to that, because that is a great example of what aligned action is. And just to say, for anyone that's asking, we'll be finishing in 15 minutes. So I know some of you will have to go then. We're going to look at some of the things. So we've got things like gardening. Jay's just said, I took the first step by signing up finally for your teacher training. Yes, Jay. Doing yoga. Sandy says, take more time to study this. Yes. Sukania says, learning face yoga definitely makes me feel joyful. Jennifer, no problem at all. Thank you so much. Nina says to finish pending work. I love this, guys. This is amazing. Keep putting them through. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Face Yoga Teacher Training course in a minute, in case you're wondering about what's in it, how it works, what the step-by-step is. So I will go through that. Oh, amazing. I'm looking at all your comments. Yes, Claudia, it is recorded. Don't worry, you will get sent the recording of this by Friday the latest. Okay, so keep popping that up there. I'll go back through those in a minute, but I'm reading them here as you say them. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Face Yoga Teacher Training course. I know some of you have done it already, some of you are in it, but it's going to be helpful for everybody, particularly if you are thinking of signing up this week with the special bonus offer. So after you complete your Face Yoga Teacher Training course, this is how you will feel. You'll be feeling so empowered with the knowledge that you have this full library of face yoga techniques and a complete understanding of theory, science, and benefits of face yoga in order to successfully teach your clients. You'll feel grounded and confident in designing a face yoga class, running a one-to-one consultation, demonstrating face yoga techniques to other people in a way that helps them with their holistic wellness. And you'll also have full clarity on your next steps on how to achieve your face yoga teacher training goals, face yoga teaching goals, in a way that feels aligned with your soul purpose. So let me tell you what's included in your training. So you have training materials and you can follow these at your own pace. And as I said to you earlier, I believe so much in freedom and wellness and abundance that I want the whole course to be like this. And this is the way I've always run it. I want you to have freedom to study when you like, where you like, take as long as you like, do it really quickly, take years, whatever, do it in 12 hours, do it in 6 months. It's entirely up to you to look after your self-care as you go through and also have abundance of opportunities. And Therefore, you get flexible self-paced study. You'll get instant access. So if you sign up now, you will get access to it immediately, straight away. You don't have to complete it straight away, but you're going to get instant access. You get both video-based learning, but also manual-based learning, so written form as well. You have lifetime access, you have no deadlines, and you're going to do a minimum of 12 hours. I'm just going to quickly show you what it looks like on the back end. So you'll get a login for Kajabi, which is our program that we use, which takes like 2 seconds to log in. It's super easy, because if you're like me and not super techy, you want something that's simple. And then all of the techniques you learn will be presented like this. And this is just one example of the upper face workout, but you have lower face, you have an acupressure section, you have an energy work section, you have a massage section, you have an anatomy section, you have a teaching section, you have wellness. I mean, you have all of it on there. And then exercises are demonstrated step by step as well. So you'll have a video, but you'll also have a photo. You'll have a step by step here. So this is showing you the owl exercise. And then you'll see here at the bottom where it says top tip. And this is tips about how to teach it to your clients. So for example, the client shouldn't see any lines while this, the raising up should be minimal. So you're getting all these tips, which you wouldn't get anywhere else. This is only in the teacher training course. This is specifically showing you not only how to do an exercise, but how to teach them really well. And this is a little overview here of an anatomy lesson. So you would click on this picture here, and then you would get all your diagrams of muscles and bones and skin and all of that as well. You'll also get guidance from one of our experienced super trainers, and they will support you throughout. So it's self-study, but you are getting your support from a trainer. So you can opt to either study with me or with one of our experienced trainers. There is the option to do one-to-one training. So it means you do the study, but you'll also get 7 hours one-to-one with somebody. I don't offer that, but our super trainers, there's the option to do it with our super trainers. So that's great. You get a Facebook community. So we've got a lovely community of teachers, which I generally stay out of, because I like you teachers to be able to all talk to each other there, share ideas, share achievements. So it feels like you've got that real support all the time. But you've also got support from us. This week I did a few video calls. So at the end of your teacher training, you do a 30-minute call with whoever your trainer is. And the people that had me as a trainer, I did some individual calls this week. And I said, and I always say this, that if questions come up in 6 months or a year or in 2 years, you can still ask me then. So don't feel like even if you complete your training super quickly, that you're left alone. You still have that support. And you also get an internationally accredited certification. So this is something I feel super passionate about. Our training has always been accredited. It's accredited by the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine. It's also accredited by the International Institute for Complementary Therapists. And this means that these external bodies have gone through everything with a fine-tooth comb in the training and felt that this course is worthy of full accreditation. It's also internationally recognized, which is great if you live in a different country. At the end of your training, so you take as long as you want to study all of the course, then you do a written assignment. It takes you about 30 minutes or so. You can use your resources. No one's there timing you or anything. And then you will email it through to your trainer, who will mark that for you. You will then arrange a call with your trainer via video call, so Zoom or FaceTime, whatever you prefer, and you will spend 30 minutes with your trainer, so either with me or one of our super trainers. And during that time, you will do a 10-minute practical class. So you'll put together everything you've learned in just a little 10-minute. You'll pick a couple of techniques and you'll do that to your trainer, so your trainer can see that you study well, you've understood everything, and then you're getting 20 minutes on that call just to ask questions, to have a chat to your trainer, to really feel that you've got that support there. And then you're getting your certification, a diploma, which is then emailed to you once you've done all that, to show you're officially qualified face yoga teacher, and you get listed on our website as a face yoga teacher as well on our teachers directory. And in the course, you will learn facial exercise, facial massage, acupressure, energy work, relaxation, teaching tips, safety guidelines, science, anatomy and physiology, business tips, and teaching guidelines. So let me tell you about the prices here as well, and then I will go through your questions in a couple of minutes. We'll have plenty of time for those, because I know lots of you are writing down. So course prices, we don't ever do discounts, and that's something which I've stayed very true to over the years, because our course is such high value in terms of what you're offering, but it's such good value in terms of the price. But I am doing this bonus free group live introductory call. I did this last year once. This is only the second time I've ever offered it. I don't know if I'll offer it again or not. So if you are thinking of getting the training, it's not going to suddenly change in price. If anything, the training in time will go up. So it's probably the best price it will ever be now. But this is the bonus that you've got. So we've got that Zoom call on the 22nd of January. That's Wednesday next week at 6 p.m. So everyone that books the course can come on that. Any current teachers or teachers in training can come along too. And don't worry, you will get the recording of this introductory class, whether you attend or not. So the call next week is going to have Q&A. So you can ask me either on the chat like you've been doing today, or via the video, because I'll be able to see you and I'll be able to hear you. I'll give you tips on getting the best from your course, hacks on becoming an exceptional face yoga teacher. I'm going to give you marketing tips there. We're going to do a visualization and a manifestation activity, because I want you to have your best career and life ever. So definitely get the course in the next 6 days. So you can start it whenever you like, but you just need to purchase it by 21st of January. So that's Tuesday next week, to join me in this amazing session. So I put the prices up there as well. The cheapest offer is $595, and it goes all the way to the training with me, which is $795. And of course, you've also got the option of doing the double whammy of the face yoga teacher training and our amazing facial gua sha teacher training, where Katie Blake, if you don't know Katie Blake, she is just so fantastic. She will be your trainer for gua sha. So lots of our face yoga teachers do that double, so they get qualified in face yoga and also get certified as a gua sha teacher as well. And there's a few training method options, and all of them give you the full certification. All include this complimentary group call next week. You'll get instant access to the course the second you book. So if you book this week, you will be able to access that amazing training program that I've just shown you some little screenshots of. Start it and finish it whenever you choose. And you could be making money as a face yoga teacher in a matter of weeks if you choose to, and be a true pro. So your face yoga journey definitely starts here. So I am going to stop sharing the screen now so I can open this up and go through your questions. So let me bring the chat back up. Oh, lovely. Gosh, we've got some gorgeous, gorgeous questions here. So I'm going to go through these now. Yes, Margaret, the bottom two, the difference between the bottom two is you can do face yoga teacher training with Katie Blake and gua sha teacher training with Katie Blake, which is the 1,190. Or you've got the option doing gua sha training with Katie Blake and the face yoga training with me as your teacher, which is a 1,390. So that's the difference there. But what we will do is we will send you a link later on, and you can click on that, and that'll give you the options as well. Sukani says, can I give massage to clients with this training? No. So this training is teaching people how to do face yoga, facial exercise, face massage on their own face. And if you do the gua sha training, gua sha on their own face. So you're not going to be touching the clients' faces. You're going to be guiding them how to touch their own faces. I will let Marie put up the cost in euro dollars. When you say euro dollars, do you mean euros and American dollars? Jean, I'll ask Marie to put that up. Maybe Marie, you put it up for the distance learning with the super trainer one. Let's have a little look. Lisa says, do you have to join these professional bodies to get the accreditation, or is it enough to be with existing bodies? You can be with the existing bodies you're with. That's no problem, Lisa. That's absolutely fine. Jay says, oh my, I opted to study with you. I'll be so nervous during the practical assessment. Jade, honestly, don't be nervous. I'm here to help and support you. I promise you, we will have that video call together. You'll do your practical assignment and I will be with you every step of the way. So do not worry as well. Suzanne, I love that face yoga is on your bucket list. Yes, Lexi, stand up for yourself, for sure. Let me have a little look. The first one is learning in a group with a trainer. No, it's not learning in a group. So you do your own self-study in your own time. So that's the 595 option. That's the cheapest option. You study in your own time at your own pace. And then one of our super trainers is given to you. You can either pick or we'll pick one for you. And then you send your written exam through to them and they will mark it for you. And then you'll have a 30-minute video call with them where you do your 10-minute practical class in there, your practical exam, and then you've got plenty of time to go through the any other questions that you've got, but also they're there at the end of email if you want to ask them as well. So it's not group, you will have that one-to-one time, don't worry. Elena says, I have some skin problems post-acne. Can I learn to become a face yoga teacher, or is it better to cure my skin first? No, work where you are from now. And I feel that with everybody. I think we often feel like we have to make ourselves look a certain way or put our skin in a certain way first. Use the face yoga teacher training course and use that to not only help heal your own skin, heal your mind and body, but also use this personal story, this personal experience, Elena, to help other people. Because if you've gone through a healing journey on your own skin, if you know what it's like to have acne, and I promise you, I know as well, I had the worst cystic acne from about the ages of, 13 to maybe like 21, 22. So I know what it's like to have acne, but that experience allows me to guide other people. So when we have gone through certain experiences like skin conditions, we then find that our soulmate clients come to us because they want to know techniques which are going to also help them. So use the things that you feel that are holding you back as your superpowers. Stefani says, are you planning an integration or update course for those already who hold the DC certification? So the course was updated about a year or so ago. Look on your online training Kajabi platform. We've also got something called additional resources, and in there I often update those with new things and new resources that are going to help you. So if you haven't yet got the login for that, Stefania, just ask us and we can get the login and then go on to additional resources. How do we have access to the extra class and what time will it be? Teresa, when you book your teacher training, you will get a welcome email which will give you the Zoom link. And that Zoom link you will be able to join next Wednesday at 6 o'clock GMT. And if you're anyone out there who's already a face yoga teacher, I'll make sure you get the Zoom link emailed through to you. But any questions, Louise can send you the Zoom link, info@faceyogaexpert.com. Sukana says, I love your energy. That's so sweet. Claudia, there are a couple of ways that you can do payment options. You do that with an external payment body. But if you email info@faceyogaexpert.com, Louise can help you with that. Let's have a look. Maria, the best thing for you, so I'm seeing here that you're saying, have I got a course about teaching better? You've already done the face yoga teacher training course. So the best course for you is going to be the Soul Purpose Business course bundle that I've got. And that is all in there. It's all about teaching better, marketing well. I will get Marie to put the link in here for you for the Soul Purpose Business course bundle. That is the one you're going to want, Maria. Yes, Kelly, I love that. Nina, the one-to-one training. So you'd sign up for the one-to-one training. You'll get access to all the training materials in exactly the same way. But what you also get with the one-to-one training is you get 7 hours face-to-face, usually via video call, unless you live in the area of one of our super trainers, but usually via video call, where they will take you through all the training. So if you're someone that thinks I'm really not going to be able to study in my own time, at my own pace, I want someone to guide me through, with the one-to-one training, you get 7 hours with a trainer face-to-face. Megumi says, when I get the certificate and start my own business, can I mention your name? Would love to show off that I've completed your course. Yes, please do. When you've completed the course, I also send you through my logo. So you can show, it says Danielle Collins, the Face Yoga Expert Certified Teacher. So you can use that in your marketing material, website, whatever you want. Yes, absolutely. Please do say you train with me. Renuka says, how do I get access to additional resources? I'm a teacher already. So if you haven't already got access to the online platform, the Kajabi platform, email Louise on my team, info@faceyogaexpert.com. Then you'll have all of your training program there. Click on additional resources and it's all in there for you. There we are. Marie has put up the business course, the Soul Purpose Business Course bundle. So that is a great course for anyone that's thinking, I want to learn more about how to market myself, how to set up a successful business, how to teach better. Obviously, you'll get some of that in the Face Yoga Teach Training course, but this takes it to the next level. So it's that link there, which is faceyogaexpert.com/course bundle. Renuka, if you email info@faceyogaexpert.com, Marie's popped that up on the chat there. Yes, Elena, you say, I'm so motivated now to accept my skin and become a face yoga teacher. Please do. And please remember that your journey is your superpower. If I hadn't gone through that chronic autoimmune illness where I couldn't get out of bed for a year because I was so severely unwell 22 years ago, or however long it was now, then it wouldn't have led me to what I do now. And also I wouldn't have had the same empathy with other people that I do now. So I feel like we go through these things for a reason and often puts us on the right path. Sandy says, it's so good to get a response in person from you. It's even better in the videos. I like the vibe. That's lovely. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Megumi. Thank you, Margaret. Sarah says, if you want to do the one-to-one option, is it possible to do it in combination with the gua sha training? Yes. So all you need to do, Sarah, is book one-to-one face yoga teacher training and then separately book your gua sha teacher training. When I say separately, you can do it all in one transaction. So you just click one-to-one training, then you click the gua sha teacher training, and you can just purchase both together there. Manuela says, does the bundle training have an online meeting for Q&A? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that one. Amelia says, thanks a lot. This is useful meeting. Manuela, if you want to say a little bit more what you mean by that, I can help. Sukanya, thank you. Elena, thank you. Sylvia, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I will stay on for a couple more questions, for a couple more minutes. If you have any other questions there. Chetney says, how can we learn beyond beauty? I think you mean how can we learn more about than just about how it helps our skin. That's definitely in the teacher training course. You learn a lot about wellness there. Corinne, thank you. Corinne, thank you. Kelly, thank you so much. Kelly, at the moment, we don't have affiliate program for the products. We will sort that out. But soon as you book your face yoga teacher training, you instantly get discounts on all my products. So on my skincare, on the facial tools, all of that. So you'll get a teacher's code to get everything discounted. Jesus, your skin's beautiful. You're beautiful. Thank you so much. Arjetta, thank you so much. Gabby says, I want to take the training live in London. When is the next one? How long does it take? I live in Mexico. So in terms of the training, I am going to be doing this group live call next week, and that's just a one-off. There's no other option for that. But if you choose to do one-to-one training with Super Trainer, you can pick a time that suits you. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you, Cassia. Oh, it'll open another door for me. That's lovely. Jay says, it's wonderful, really pushed me to finally book the course. I got being addicted to face yoga and knew it was what I wanted to do. Thank you. Alison, thank you so much, Beatrice. Thank you. Beatrice is just asking Marie if you could repeat the link about payment options. So maybe you could just list the different payment options. In fact, I tell you what, if I share my screen again, then it'll got the payment options on there for you, and you can have a little look at that. Here we go. Right, here we are. There we go. There are all your options. That's easier than Marie putting it on there for you. Oh, I see, Manuela. If you have any questions, just send them to info@faceyogaexpert.com and we can help you with any questions. Louise will Louise will help you at the end of that email, or she'll pass it on to me or one of our super trainers to help you if needs be. Dorota, sorry, I'm saying your name incorrectly there. See you next week, Sandy. Sandy's saying, I think about a program for men. Is there any difference? Not really. These face yoga techniques can really be used for everybody. But if you want any specific guidance, I can give you a few tips. So just email through to info@faceyogaexpert.com and Louise can send that on to me and I can give you a few extra tips. But generally, I'd say 99% of it is going to be really suitable for men and women. Oh yes, Aniko, the advanced teacher training course for teachers. You're very observant seeing that in my Instagram stories. I'm very excited to say within the next fortnight, I am going to be telling you about the advanced face yoga teacher training course. So this is something which is for everybody that takes the face yoga teacher training course. You will have an option to get the advanced teacher training course. So watch this space. You will get emails about it as soon as you book the face yoga teacher training. You will go on to our face yoga teachers email list, and anyone that's a current teacher or in training is already on there. So I will email you as soon as that course is ready, but we are hoping to get that done within a week, absolute latest within a fortnight. So I'm very excited. You're very observant, Inigo. Yay, Kelly, I purchased it all. But wanted to direct clients to your products when I used the show, and that's why I asked about affiliate. Yeah, we're going to get that set up, Kelly, and I'll let you know when that's done. Yes, Christine, so there will be a replay available. This replay of this current masterclass we're on now will be sent to you by Friday at the latest. Oh, amazing, Diana, that you'll be doing the course. Helen, thank you so much. Beatrice, thank you. Sandy, yeah, take your time, Sandy. That's absolutely fine. Sukania, Marie, could you send the link for the gua sha teacher training as well, please, on here, just so everyone's got that. Rachel, thank you. Yes, we do know how much the advanced teacher training course will be. I'm going to tell you exactly. I don't want to get it incorrect. Maybe Marie, you can tell us what the advanced course will be. I don't want to confuse everybody by writing stuff about the advanced course. But Marie, if you can remember off the top of your head exactly how much it is, I think I know, but I don't want to say an incorrect name, incorrect price on here. But when Marie puts that on there, maybe Marie can write the advanced courses just so everybody knows what we're talking about. But yes, that will be available within the fortnight. An exciting thing about the advanced course is you're going to have a library of 80 brand new face yoga techniques and exactly how to teach them. It's very, very exciting. There we go. The advanced course will be $395. $395. Thank you very much, Marie. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, amazing. Thank you. I think this is everybody's questions. So I'm really excited to see you next week. And don't forget, next week, I'll be able to see you and hear you. Obviously, you can have camera off if you want to. Don't feel you have to. But I'll be able to see you next week. So I'm really excited about that because we'll be able to actually connect and we'll do proper sort of Q&A. Once you book the training and you've maybe even looked through it, I'm sure there'll be more questions coming up. So just wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody for joining today. And thank you for everyone who's writing in the chat as well. I appreciate you all so much. And I'm really excited for you to take this face yoga teacher training journey and become part of our face yoga family. Sending you lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye.